We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jen and today we have a super easy sublimation beginner friendly DIY. You are going to need some heat tape and I'm going to be using this 100% polyester Cricut pillow cover. I picked it up at Joann's on sale, and you will be needing obviously a sublimation printer or a printer you converted into a sublimation printer. I use the EPSON ET2720. You can purchase it basically anywhere at this point. And the ink that I'm using is Printer Jack from Amazon. I am also using this A sublimation paper. It's 8.5 by 11, or it's, I believe, A4 size. And you will also need a heat press or an easy press, and I will be using it at 400 degrees for 60 seconds. This is the printer that I am using, and again, we got this at Target, but you can pick it up at Best Buy, anywhere where it's available. The image that I chose to use, I purchased it on Etsy, and it is by an artist. I've used her before. Her name is Jenny Low Art. So I bought this file from her shop, and it's a super cute little baby girl Yoda holding a unicorn. So I went ahead and purchased this file, and then I uploaded it to Canva. I don't know which way we're going, no control. So we're in Canva. We're going to go ahead and create a new design, and we're going to choose custom dimensions, and we're going to input the same size as the paper that we are printing on. So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, baby, just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more talking to you, and here we go again. Staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? Once we upload our image into Canva, we're just going to drag it into the document so we can start designing the image. Now, if you've done sublimation before, or if you've seen videos on sublimation, if you use Cricut Design Space, you're only allowed to print up into a certain size. So by using Canva, you're able to print a bigger image. So what I'm doing here is that I'm rotating the image so that I can get the biggest space possible on my sheet. So you're going to see me stretching out the image. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the image. So I'm going to have it on 2 different sheets. And I'm going to go ahead and size the image as big as it can fit on my page. And where it cuts off half, I'm going to take that same half and put it on the second sheet. So we're going to be totaling 2 sheets that we need to print. And they're going to overlap each other because when we attach them together, we want to make sure that it's seamless. So here I am just sizing it, and then you'll see me duplicating it and moving the image as close as the first page as possible. You don't only have to use Canva, you can also use Silhouette Studio, which is a free software that anyone has access to. Even though you don't have a Cameo, you can still use the software. So you want to make sure that you're flipping your image just like you're mirroring it on Cricut Design Space or wherever you cut out your designs, and you want to mirror both images. So we're going to go ahead and flip it, and then we're going to download it so we'll be able to print it. I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
So I don't change the settings to my printer. I know people have specific settings that they use, but I just do the basic and it just seems to work right for me. So I'm just using the size paper. I'm changing it to premium matte paper, and then I just go ahead and print it, and it works just fine. Again, this is my printer, and I'm going to confirm the settings. I'm going to put my paper in, and then it just prints out. You can definitely play around with your settings, but I find this works perfect for me. You just have to figure out what works for you and your printer. And this is my images printing out. They always look a little dull once they print out, but they're activated by the heat. And I also wanted to show you what my baby was doing while I was trying to work on this tutorial. So yep, that's him going through all of my stuff. Mom life. Alright, so here we are just setting up to press our image. I am setting my heat press to 400 degrees and 60 seconds. And I'm just taking everything out of the packaging. You want to make sure to pre-press whatever garment you're using. Alright, so it's time for us to prepare our image, and this is probably the most tedious part of the whole project, and it's going to be a little tricky. So we need to take our time to make sure that our images connect seamlessly and they look complete when we go ahead and apply it to our garment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off all of the extra, and I'm going to lay my first sheet on top of the second sheet, and I'm going to try and line it up as best as I can. So this is going to take a few minutes, and once I'm ready to attach it together, I'm going to use my heat tape, and I'm going to make sure that I'm not getting the heat tape on any of the areas of the paper where the ink is, because if there's tape over the ink, it's not going to adhere. So this is going to take some time. So just be very mindful of where the lines are meeting and how you're positioning your paper, and make sure that you are putting enough tape on the sides of the paper where there is no ink. And then we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the same thing, and we're going to cut out the excess. We're going to cut out the excess rather of the paper in the back of the sheet. And if you're wondering, I just cut around the image just to prevent those harsh lines that we get when we use our heat press. And now we're ready to prepare our pillowcase. So you always want to lint roll your garment, whether it is a t-shirt, a blanket, a pillow cover, whatever it is. You always want to get any dust or particles off of your garment. And then we're going to go ahead and iron out any of the wrinkles to make the surface as flat as possible. Now, whenever you're sublimating, you always want to put a carrier sheet under or in between the layers of the fabric, because the ink will seep through. So always lint roll, always put a carrier sheet to catch any ink that may come through your fabric. So that's what we're going to do here, and then we're going to go ahead and size our image, make sure it's in the position that we like it to be, and we're going to go ahead and press. And we are done. I'm so excited. I love the way this came out. And I went, guys, I burned my poster board. I didn't realize, I don't know what I was thinking, but I burned my poster board. I use a, one of those poster boards from the Dollar Tree and some contact paper from Walmart to make my backgrounds for my videos look a little more profesh. Yeah, I burned it, but that's okay. We kept going. And that's about it. I'm just going to show you how the pillows came out. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the love and support in my my cringe fail video. Thank you for leaving me these emojis. And how about we continue to do that? Leave me a purple heart in the comments if you made it to this portion of the video. I would love to interact with you. I've been commenting back to everyone who has been leaving me a response. I will go ahead and leave as many links as I can Sometimes things are sold out, so just look at the video and see if you find anything comparable, but whatever I can link, I will go ahead and do so. And don't forget to check out the shop. I am offering sublimation prints, so if you do not have a sublimation printer but you want to start sublimating just to practice, I do have a link in my shop where you can just read through it, send me what you would like, and then I can print it and mail it out for you. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Working on our body language, working on our body language. Baby, now tell me exactly how you feel. I'm just trying to keep it real. Let me love you on the inside, love you on the inside. Tell me exactly what you mean. You mean everything.